This is a video about getting old. So in about 10 days or so, Valentine's Day, I'm going to be turning 33, and that scares me a whole bunch. And, you know, I've gotten to that point in life when I've started doing vigorous skincare routines and wearing all sorts of foul lotions and potions to try and keep myself as useful as possible. And it is quite scary getting older. It's particularly scary because I've been on the internet for so many years. Which sounds really dodgy. Because I've been on the internet for so many years, it's basically this whole very scary thing of I can look back on videos of myself and I can see how much I've aged, and it's not pleasant, it's not nice. No one wants to get old. Now, I'm not saying I'm an old man, quite I'm still a young whipsnapper. I've only turned 33 and I've only really had to start wearing my glasses while driving so I can actually see where I'm going. But it is quite scary getting older, and I know that a lot of people struggle with it. A lot of people struggle particularly with keeping up with how other people look. It's that whole very common trend at the moment of how social media is fake and all these insane ideals that we have to try and compare ourselves to and compete with and keep up with, which is not a new trend, because, I mean, at the end of the day, look at how they were bloody sculpting statues back in the Roman era of, like, the ideal masculine beauty, and it's like, tell me every bloody person walking around ancient Greece was an Adonis. So I bet, you know, Proteus was, like, looking at statues and being like, unrealistic body expectations, once again, in the media. But I almost just kicked my laptop on the floor. But it is quite scary, and it is overwhelming, and I think the thing is, there's a wonderful quote from a song that I love, and it's just called, he just says in it, "The race is long, but in the end it is only with yourself." And it's true. We compete with others, but really at the end of the day, it's only ourselves, but we can also be the worst people to compete with. Because like I said, looking back at old videos of myself and seeing how much I've changed and having this longing to look how I used to look, but I can't. I can't do that. I can't go backwards. I know I still look, at least I think I still look okay for someone who's turning 33. But you have to embrace yourself for yourself and how you look. And I know that on the channel, like, you know, Robin and I exude a lot of confidence and whatnot, but really both Robin and I struggle with our self-image and self-worth and all of that. And I think it's interesting and it's important for people online to also say that to their viewers, to followers, to the community, of just because someone can act like they have all the confidence in the world, they're often some of the most insecure ones. It's hard, it's tough, and it doesn't get easier. But something which I think is important is to take pictures of yourself when you are young, you know, any day, and just so you have them, so you know that you looked like that, you know, and you did, and it's something to celebrate. I think I'm rambling now, but I think it is important. Raise your hand if you also struggle with self-worth and your body image and etc. and how you look, etc. We're all human, and I think we're all very beautiful, and at the end of the day, do you know, here's an anecdote which I think does it very well, is that at work, at the cafe Robin and I work in, there's this guy came in and he was classically gorgeous. You know, he was so very handsome. But he came in and he had this frown on his face that looked like a scar. And my God, it made him so unattractive because he wasn't polite, he wasn't talkative, he didn't try and engage, and he didn't bloody try and smile. And he was so unattractive. And this other customer came in who was, you know, still good looking, but not as good looking as the first guy, but his personality was so incredibly beautiful because he was laughing and smiling and interacting. And I think a lot of the time we forget how it's the whole, your soul, your character, your personality is actually the most beautiful aspect of you. And you can make yourself so attractive and so beautiful by being an attractive person, or having an attractive personality. So just a little rant and an update, because I've sorry about the quietude on this channel, the radio silence. Completely my fault. Pretty much all of January I've been very sick, getting some tests done and stuff. So far all clear, but still in the works of that. Exciting news coming up, which Robin and I are hoping to share with you in the future. And apart from that, on Monday, if you can't tell from the colour of my hair that it's now gone, we are filming more Harry Potter content next week to keep you guys satisfied. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for everything. And I hope that you smile today and stay beautiful. Stay tuned for more chaotic content, and of course, stay magical. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Goodbye.